days, we'll study what is reproduction in plants under biology. First of all, what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process of making more of the same kind of organisms. There are two types of reproduction, as you all already know: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. You should be aware of the advantages and disadvantages of each type of reproductive types. And in plants, both reproductive types are available. The plants can reproduce asexually as well as sexually. So here you can see the advantages and disadvantages of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means it will produce genetically identical offspring from a single parent. For example, when you take a cutting of a red rose plant, the red rose plant cutting will produce another red rose plant. It is going to be genetically similar to its parent. There are no variation in the offspring. So the advantages is one parent is enough for this type of reproduction. And asexual reproduction is quicker, which means faster than the sexual reproduction. So it can increase the population rapidly. But there are some disadvantages. The main disadvantage is it decreases the variation. Always the red flower, the red rose plant is going to produce the red rose plant. Okay, there won't be any variations. So this is going to be the disadvantage. And when a disease is likely to affect the whole population, if one disease is coming for a red rose plant, it will affect the entire population. And vulnerable to change in conditions. These are the disadvantages of asexual reproduction. Now let's go for the sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction is happening because of the fusion of male gamete. In plants, the male gamete is the pollen grain and the female gamete, which is the ovule. And this results in a genetically different offspring, which means a red color rose plant and a white color rose plant can produce a pink color or multicolor rose plant. So that is the main advantage of this reproduction. It produces variation. And the disease is less likely to affect the whole population due to the variation, which means if a disease is coming for a red rose plant, it's going to affect only the red rose plants and the rest of the rose plants are going to survive. So these organisms can adapt to a new environment in this type of reproduction. But what are the disadvantages of this kind of reproduction? It needs two parents, so that the isolated members, it is not possible to do the sexual reproduction. And this process is very slower comparing with the asexual reproduction. And also you should know how to differentiate the sexual and asexual reproductions. When you take the sexual reproduction, the gametes are produced and the fertilization takes place. These two things are not taking place in the sexual reproduction. As we already discussed, the sexual reproduction is going to produce genetically different organisms or offsprings, and the asexual one will produce the genetically identical offsprings. And here one parent is enough and here two parents are needed. And the cell division. When you take the asexual reproduction, it's going to divide in the mitosis. But in the sexual reproduction, the gametes are going to form because of the meiosis cell division. So in this way, you can differentiate the asexual and sexual reproduction. Now, we'll have a deeper look in the asexual reproduction in plants. In this figure, you can see what are the natural vegetative propagation methods in plants. The bulb, corm, rhizome, runner and tuber. The bulb can be seen in onions and corm can be seen in yams. Rhizomes can be seen in either ginger or turmeric, and runners can be seen in strawberry, and tubers can be seen in potatoes. So these are the natural vegetative propagation methods. We can also reproduce plants asexually in artificial method. Production of plants vegetatively by man is known as the artificial vegetative propagation. And this includes several ways. The first one and very common one is the stem cutting. You can simply take the cutting and you can grow a new plant artificially. You can also dip this stem in a rooting powder to provide more energy and minerals so that it will fasten the process. Other than the cuttings, the layering, grafting and tissue culture are also available as the artificial vegetative propagation methods. In the future video, we'll study how plants reproduce sexually. So, I hope you understood what we learned today. Stay home, stay safe.